Corthos here, still broke. Let's get this started. Spark the Electric Jester 2 is a fast-paced action platformer, created and published by Fellrin, and posted on Steam May 18, 2019. If you were thinking, the name sounds familiar, that's because I made a video on the first game on this channel. But if it didn't sound familiar, what the fuck are you doing? Go watch my shit. Spark 2 starts us off with Fark recounting the events of the first game, while he's out cold. As he wakes up, or boots up, the doctor, Dr. Armstrong, tells him that maintenance is done, and then they start chatting. During their conversation, he asks if the robot's name is Fark. Fark mentions that that name has been given to him by Spark, which simply means fake spark, and that he's certain that that's not who he is. Armstrong states that he could dig into his coding and find out his true identity, and just as they're about to do that, Armstrong gets kidnapped. Fark immediately follows, and the adventure begins. Spark 2 gives you the ability to double jump, dash forward and downward, the ability to wall jump, and a charge boost for the movement. For combat, the game gives you a basic combo, a homing attack that only kills weaker enemies, a charge attack, and a special attack that only is usable when the meter is full. Also, you get a parry, which is important for beating bosses and staying alive in general. There are also power-ups you can get. You can hold a total of 3 out of the 5 in the game. My favorite ones are the power armor for mobility, and the plasma one for boss fights. One of the most interesting things about this game is that you have control over the character at all times. This is a game quality that I find has good and bad to it. Unlike Sonic Forces, which has a ton of automated sections in the game, Spark 2 does not. This adds a new challenge that I'm not used to, staying on the track. In order to beat the game, you must master controlling Fark at top speeds throughout the stages. However, I do think that sometimes it gets a little bit too thin and you go flying off the track very easily, which I've done many times. In order for me to get the most enjoyment out of this game, I had to replay the stages over and over, so I know what's coming up next. When you beat the game, the post-game content is based around either getting a better time or getting a better score. Personally, I've been about the speed running. During my first playthrough of the game, I gotta be honest, I went from having a good time to being frustrated during the latter half of the game. But after I got used to the mechanics, plus optimizing my pathing for a better time, I found myself having fun again. Now, if you're a one and done type of person, and I'm sure you're great with the women, if you are, but I believe you really wouldn't get the most out of this game. Should you get the game, I recommend you replay all the stages. If not for me, do it for the music. The songs in Spark 2 are absolute bangers. The people behind the music, you did it again. It was because of you I was able to get through the hard stages, plummet to my death, but enjoying myself due to these songs. My personal favorite is Technora City, which is what's playing right now. However, I do like all the songs in the game. And with all that said, so, you want to play Spark the Electric Jester 2? Ultimately, that choice is yours. But if you're interested in the game is usually $19.99. I got it for $13.39 during the sale. If you're still questioning on whether or not you should play it, then I say do it for the fact that it's another fast-paced 3D platformer that you can play. There are not many of those, if there are any others out there at all. But anyway, that's it from me. See you in the next one. Still got one more to do. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this.